What's going on, Rhode Island? Welcome to episode number 12
Wow.
of Beers in Real Estate.
It's adding up quick.
It's adding up quick. And today, people, we are in the beautiful Bristol, Rhode Island. We are a Vigilant Brewing Company. They've been open for about 3 years. And believe it or not, this is the first time I've been here. Can you believe that?
We found one.
I had to drive over the bridge to get here, so I can believe that you haven't been here yet.
So it is not one of my favorite breweries, but it is soon about to be. So we have a great episode today. We're going to be touching topics in terms of which cities in Rhode Island have the most multifamilies, because we always have people that are looking to invest here and they don't know where to start. So we'll be giving you some hints in terms of which cities to look for if you're looking to invest in some multifamilies. And we're also going to have a mortgage update.
Oh, hey, friends. It's me, Ray Lambert. And I am sitting here with my other friend,
Manuel Pagan, how you doing?
So, mortgage update, guys. I was talking to you about it inside while we were enjoying our beer.
Yes, sir.
Bureau of Labor and Statistics dropped their report this week.
Uh-oh.
And, yeah, exactly. 300,000 jobs are created, 303 if you want to be exact,
300?
versus an expectation of 200.
Oh, so that's good.
For the economy,
Oh,
in theory, in the abstract, job creation means more income, means people are working. What they don't break down, though, is the different. Well, they do, but they don't highlight this part of it. How many of those are part-time workers? How many of those were full-time workers? How many of them are actual true jobs created? If you're a full-time worker and you just pick up a side gig so you can make ends meet, to me, that's not a sign of a healthy economy. It's the opposite. So,
a lot of people in that situation, they pick up a part-time or seasonal job. So does that counts as?
It counts as job creation. So if you took that data out, Manny, the 300 actually became like $1.40, and you actually lost jobs.
Gotcha. Oh, so somebody's playing around with some numbers.
I tell you guys this all the time. I was a lot happier before I knew how interest rates truly worked.
It's good. It's good information to know. We don't know. We don't have that side, us as realtors, right? And you as a consumer, you don't know that. So it's good to be educated.
Yeah.
In all aspects, even just a little bit.
Yeah. What's frustrating, and I think we all can agree on this, I think once the election season rolls around and those rate cuts the Fed has been promising us, I think August we're going to start to see them. I think gas prices are going to be low. I think milk's going to be back down to $1.99 a gallon. Like, I know none of those are related to interest rates, but it's just the manipulation of data, which can be a little frustrating to me. Yeah. So I think rates are going to be where they are for the next 5 months. That's my prediction.
Yeah, but they are still way better than they were 3 or 4 months ago.
From October of 23 till now, we still dropped 1.5 points. So that's nice, right? Yeah. Instead of being almost 8%, you're
high sixes, low sevens. Yeah, right circumstances, and we talk about our friends at Rhode Island Housing a lot, and we actually have our training coming up in a couple of weeks where they're going to talk about this. But they utilize government bonds, and I'm probably butchering this information, but they utilize government bonds to create lower interest rates for that consumer that really truly needs it. So their rates of 5.875 is where they are right now. That's you can't get better rates than that.
I like it.
Yeah. So no.
I mean, in this market, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And that's an FHA rate, to be clear. Their conventional rates are about on par with the rest of everybody else, but their FHA rates are phenomenal.
I like it.
But that's our market update, friend.
That's the market update, guys. And now I want to touch base because again, we work a lot with investors, man. I mean, we've helped over 100 different investors buy multifamilies. So oftentimes an investor will reach out to us and say, "Hey, I'm looking for multifamily, but I don't know which cities to start looking in." Benny, what are a couple cities that you can recommend somebody who's looking for multifamily to look at?
Yeah. So if you're an investor, I try to figure out what's your end goal. Do you want to invest near a college, right? Because a lot of people like that area. A lot of people like to invest in a nice populated city, Providence, for example. Many multifamilies there. 3, 4, 5 units there, even 6 units. You can find large. So if you're looking for
that's commercial lending,
correct. Oh, sorry. So just to be residential, up to 4, you can find plenty in Providence.
Now, and not to off track you really quick, but you guys would know better than me. If you buy a 6 unit, what's generally the standard down payment with a commercial lender?
You're looking at roughly 25 to 30%, depending on the income that's coming in on the property.
Now, to shamelessly shill for myself, I have a broker program where you can do 20% down for a 6.
Oh, okay.
Gotta have good credit though.
Well, there we go. If you don't have the good credit, we have people to help you get there.
We have the credit repair as well, and that's another episode.
Yeah,
that's another episode. We can,
we know a guy.
Yeah, no, but it's in our arsenal of tools. We do have someone to do credit repair, and that's great. So anyone looking for anything commercial, like Ray said, his bank offers a great program.
Up to 8 units, my friend.
Up to 8. What's your bank again, sir?
Mortgage Equity Partners.
Mortgage Equity Partners. They can do that 20% down, but you need to have great credit.
Anything starting with 7.
That's great credit. That's good credit. All right,
so
but
I'm sorry to sidetrack you, though, my friend.
No worries.
That's a good conversation.
No worries.
Is there another city that you recommend aside from Providence?
Besides Providence, you can see many multifamilies in Cranston as well. If you're looking,
one of my favorite cities in the state, actually.
Yeah, if you like that school system, you like Cranston East, Cranston West. There's plenty of multifamily in that area as well. If you just
not sure if I'm a fan of the ticketing process overnight, but
that's something else. But if you want to be strictly investment, I say look for a populated area. Go to a college town. Go to near Rick, near PC. You find a multifamily there. You're golden. That's your golden ticket. That if you could, you're gonna pay more because those areas are very wanted. That's the golden ticket. But once you get it, you're set. But you can start in other areas of Providence. You can find yourself a solid 3-family and start with the first one, and you can move on to the next.
I like it. I like it. Now, I oftentimes get people reaching, hey, Francis, I don't have a lot of money, but I want that multifamily. Where in Rhode Island can I find a multifamily for the best value and like the lowest price point? And that's where Woonsocket comes into play.
I was actually just going to say that.
Yeah. So that's a good town.
It's Woonsocket is probably the best city right now to be able to buy a property, do some work to it, and gain some instant equity. A lot of the multifamilies in Woonsocket are also, they're massive, they're huge.
They are.
We have one under contract now.
So they come with a double parlor, meaning that you might even return one of those double parlors into another bedroom.
Yeah.
Boom, more money. So more equity onto the property. So but again, if you're looking for the most bang for your buck, that's probably the top city for it. Now, if you want to be in an area near the beach that offers multifamily in a little bit of a touristy area, Newport comes into play.
This is true.
So
but that's a whole separate budget altogether. It's not Woonsocket budget,
You're not going to cash flow in Newport.
Ballpark me, fellas. Average price of a 3 in Newport.
All right, man. If
you
want a 3,
for a 3-family, you're probably over $1 million.
Yeah. Okay. If you want a 2, you got to go above 8, above 9.
Yeah.
Just to start.
Just to start. Yeah.
All right.
And that might need some work. That might need some work. The more turnkey, the more baseline. Francis said there.
I had 2 cities in mind, so that I wanted to ask the 2 of you gentlemen about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Pawtucket's one of the more popular cities for multifamilies in the state.
Love Pawtucket right now.
What's good about Pawtucket?
Boom. Well, Pawtucket right now, there's a new soccer stadium coming.
Okay.
They're still in the works, but actually, the first game that they played, although it's not in Pawtucket yet, I think it's being played at Bryan University, played like 2 weeks ago. So they're supposed to be opening in, I think, 2 years.
Yeah. Okay.
So that soccer stadium is supposed to be right in downtown.
It's going to bring in some revenue for the city.
Yep. It's gonna. They're gonna
where McCoy was, I think.
It's gonna be more downtown, where right by the water there.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're cleaning all that up. There's supposed to be some housing there and all that sort of thing. But then also you have the new train station,
the new T station. Yeah.
Yep. So again,
a Boston resident could easily buy a multi in Pawtucket and
for a third of the price
and commute
correct and
very easily back and forth.
And it's funny that you say that. I actually have a client from Boston. He lives here now in Providence, and we're looking for another. And we've seen many in Pawtucket. We're just trying to narrow it down which one. But yeah, because of the affordability, crossing the line a little bit from Boston to even Attleboro to Pawtucket, the savings is there, and he can earn more money. So that's
okay. City of Warwick. I feel like if you wanted to buy a multi that was in less of an urban setting, Warwick might be your place to go. How's that sound to you?
Absolutely. Warwick offers a lot of 2-unit properties, whether anywhere in the Warwick area, really. So they don't have as many as your Providence or your Woonsocket or your Pawtucket.
Yeah.
But if you want to be a little bit further away and still be able to get a multi at a still decent price point, you can definitely do so in Warwick. So I love Warwick as an investment city and a city just to buy. Period.
Yeah, I love it as a resident. I live in Warwick,
Ah.
and I've been there now 7 years, and area is great, local, close to everything, highway access.
Good food, yeah.
Food is good. So again, if you're looking for a multifamily, like Francis said, to touch upon that, they do exist in Warwick. You might not find as many three families, but you will see twos. If you go up a little bit to West Warwick, you will find the side by side duplexes that we talked about. You'll see more two families in West Warwick as well. But again, it's not as densely populated as say Providence or Pawtucket, but you do have nice houses in each of those towns.
Take it away, my friend.
And you know what time it is, right? It's my favorite time of the episode. It's time to rate the beers we've had today, people. So we each had a different beer, and we each are gonna rate what we thought of the beer. So let's start with Ray.
I had a spring sour, sir.
Oh, another sour.
I feel like an athlete, guys.
Mr. Sour.
I had a spring sour. I told you guys when I took my first, it was a lime green.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the first sip, all the way to the very end, the best beer I've ever had.
Wait, hold on. What?
Say that again.
Best beer I've ever had.
Coming from a non-beer drinker.
Am I
Wow.
drinker?
You're a non-beer drinker.
I'm a non-beer.
Yes,
We're
We're
transforming.
slowly.
I feel like I've done 12 of these.
slowly moving along.
So
but
Vigilant has the best beer that Ray has ever had.
Ever.
So people, you got to make sure that you stop by.
No, I
So
would highly recommend.
what are you going to give it out of a 10?
Well, there's always room, right? You never want to give it 10. 9.
wow.
Wayne Gretzky.
Our second highest rated beer,
Wow.
aside from Wilkins giving a 10, I forgot to wear. But wow.
Wow.
Yeah, phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
All right.
And it was free. Thank you.
Well, free for you.
All right, Francis.
And I went with a lager. Now, I've never had a Japanese lager in Rhode Island ever made locally. And these guys have one called Kampai Rice Lager. I love Japanese beer, so it was a pleasant surprise to come here and find one. So as soon as I saw it, I was like, I gotta have it. So solid 8.5, really refreshing, very good. You can definitely tell it's like it's a Japanese style beer. So I love it. If you're nearby, if you want to try Japanese beer, make sure you stop by. 8.5.
All right. So we got a 9.9, 8.5. Well, today I had on tap today they had 3 different IPAs ranging from 8.5 all the way down to 6.5. So I tried the lighter IPA at the 6.5. It was called Cadence. Great beer. I love my IPAs, and this one was very smooth, not bitter at all. It was great. So I'm gonna say solid 9.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah,
That's a good day.
This
So
was
Vigilant, who
Yeah.
that's an average of like 9. I'm not good with math, but let's say overall for the 3.
Pretty close.
Wow.
yeah.
Now, has this become one of your favorite breweries?
It is officially one of my favorite breweries.
Yeah,
That
well,
makes me happy.
We'll have to come back. They're rated a 4.9 out of 5 online, and it lives up to the hype. You know
Yeah,
what?
I
And
would agree with that.
they've been here, like you said, 3 or 4 years. Not a big tap room, but comfortable enough to have a nice space outside. Yeah, I'm happy. It was a solid beer. I'll definitely come back.
Same.
Beautiful. Well, thank you guys for tuning in for episode number 12. I think for episode number 13, we'll stay in Bristol, so make sure you stay tuned. And don't forget, hoy se bebe.
Bye, everybody. Bye.